Angela here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. Stick around, take a look around, see if you like it, like, comment, subscribe, all of those things if you do. If you are returning, thank you so much. We are doing another dedicated video, and I am in the middle of getting ready to shoot content in a way, and so I thought this week's video can be a get ready with me. I don't know what I'm going to title it. Probably something that has to do with the fact that I am very much a low maintenance beauty girl as it relates to makeup. So right now I'm doing my base. My base is typically concealer. I don't wear a lot of foundation unless I'm like going out like, you know, New Year's Eve, a nice dress, some heels. I'm probably going to put on like a full face of makeup. Today I'm using I did want to use my Touche Eclat, which is the concealer that I'm obsessed with right now. The Saint Laurent Beauty Touche Eclat. I use a combination of number 7, which is more my skin tone, and 6.5, which is a little lighter. So typically what I do is I use the skin tone. So for this face, I'm using NARS, which is my tried and true. I still love it. I'm just obsessed with the Touche Eclat right now, so I've been using that. But this is my tried and true. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Medium Deep 3, so Amunde, it's the name of it. So I use that under my eyes, here on my chin where I have a bit of discoloration, and I do a little bit in the middle of my forehead. And then I use this, it's a two-sided brush from It's Cosmetics. It's a complexion perfection brush. So I use the fluffy side to like blend the concealer. I do it all over my face, just to get like a light coverage all over my face. And then after I do the skin tone color one, I go in with a lighter concealer. This is e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It's a satin finish. I'm really into more of like a dewy face right now. I used to be such a matte girl, but I'm really into like a dewy face. So I am using this as like a highlighter, and this is Deep Chestnut. In this concealer, I really like this concealer. And anyway, I go back in with another layer of concealer under my eye. So that's what I was doing when I decided to start the video. Under my eyes, and then I just drag that down, and I do a little bit here, but that's pretty much it. And then, like I said, I drag this brush all over my face just so I can get like a even light layer of coverage all over. And I have this turtleneck on, so I don't have to worry about my neck, which is good. It's part of the reason why I put it on, because it's 6 o'clock in the morning and I am trying to do content stuff before work. So anyway, this is my base on a everyday basis, and I wouldn't even say every day because I don't wear makeup every day, but when I just am going out on a regular, my base is typically concealer. I do prime because I get oily, and I have the nerve to be into a dewy finish right now, and I be oily as hell. But right now I'm using this priming serum by Lancome. I really like it. It's just like a priming serum pot. See that? And I just stick my finger in it and prime, like put it all over my face before I do my makeup, and obviously like skincare, like under makeup. Which, to be quite honest, I didn't do any skincare because it's 6:30 in the morning. So once I'm done doing this content, I'm washing this stuff off because I don't want to sit at my desk and work for 8 hours with a face full of makeup. So I didn't do a lot of skincare other than like washing my face and putting a little moisturizer on under this makeup. But typically I would do like a full, like prep my skin essentially. Now I'm going to do my brows. If I don't use the Anastasia Beverly Hills like brow pencil, which is my tried and true, I like to have sort of like a drugstore version of all of the stuff that I like. And my favorite drugstore brow pencil is this Maybelline New York Express Brow. I almost like this more than I like the Anastasia one, to be honest. I feel like I pull for this more. I get it in the color Deep Brown, 260 Deep Brown. I typically fill my brows in before I do my base because I don't know what it is about my brows, but like once I get product in them, they do not act right. So I usually do them first, but I forgot, to be quite honest, because I'm not necessarily rushing or in a hurry, but I'm kind of rushing and in a hurry. So yeah, I'm kind of in a hurry. and I'm starving. I didn't eat no breakfast, not a piece of breakfast before I started doing this. I literally rolled out of the bed when my alarm went off and got straight to work. My natural brows are really sparse. I actually do not remember my brows before the late 90s, before junior high school, when I started like plucking them all out. I think I started junior high school to maybe like 95, 6. I don't know, I started high school in 98. So yeah, like 95, 96, because back then for us, junior high school was 7th and 8th grade. 6th grade was still elementary school. And then high school didn't start until 9th grade, until my freshman year. And then they switched it because we only had 2 high schools in my hometown. And they closed one of them down, so all of the high school students had to go to one school in my city. So then they switched high school from starting at 10th grade, because high school in my city used to be 10th grade to 12th grade, and they switched it to 9th grade to 12th grade my freshman year of high school. We did have some 9th graders in high school, but you had to be like gifted, like the 8-track gifted kid. So I was probably toot beep beep. I was probably going to be in high school in 9th grade anyway, because, you know, your girl was smart, okay? But anyway, so I was saying all that to say I started plucking my brows out in the mid 90s. So I don't even remember what my natural brows look like, but for as long as I can remember, I ain't had none. And then I have skin lupus, and when I have flare-ups in my face, I typically get them like in my hairline and in my brows, and that hair be gone, baby. when the flare up goes away, it takes the hair with it. So I don't have no brows. So I don't do a lot of maintenance on them either, meaning I don't get them, you know, plucked or waxed very often. I just got them not plucked, threaded or waxed very often, unless I like have something to do. So I went to Miami this past weekend, and I did go get them cleaned up. So I typically will do that like when I'm going somewhere like out of town, but that's it. Okay, that's as good as the brows will get. I'll clean them up at the end if I need to. So we have our brows on. Next up, I need to set my face. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Laura Mercier translucent powder. I do like the honey one as well, and I have the deep one. I have like a small travel of like the deep color too, which is too dark for my skin on a normal, but I find like when it's summertime and I'm a little darker, it works really well. I don't have the honey one. I need to pick that up. I had it and ran through it and never rebought it, but I only buy them in the travel size because you know how long I've had this big translucent one. It don't run out. Anyway, so I use this to set under my eyes. I drag it down on my cheekbones too, because I have ginormous pores and they like to secrete oil. I get so oily. I be like, oh my god, but like literally only here and like in my T-zone area. Outside of my T-zone, I be casket dry, just dry. Anyway, so I drag a little bit of it here because I get really oily here, and then down my nose because I get oily as well. I used to be such a makeup girl, like back in 2012 to like 2016, like during the big boom, like the YouTube era. When I say I had all the products except for eyeshadow, because I've never been an eyeshadow girl, so I never bought like eyeshadow palettes and stuff, but like any new product that would come out, girl, I would buy it all. And then I just sort of like stopped. I would always wear like bold like lipsticks and stuff like that, and like as I came into like my personal style and all that type of stuff, I sort of like settled in on what was going to work for me. Okay, so we're set. Face is set, and then I go immediately in with my powder because I'm not a bake girl. Again, I am more into like a dewy finish now, so I don't let it sit too long before I move on to the next phase of my makeup. You know what I don't have? Any setting spray. I ran out and I really need to get some. I need to go to Sephora at some point because there are some other things that I need to get. Maybe we'll do that together at some point before we go to Barcelona. In a couple weeks, we'll go stock up on the things we need. So powder down. I still use, and I've been using this same product, not this same one, but like this same product since 2012 when I was buying all that makeup. It's the MAC Skin Reliance Skin Finish. I use Deep Dark. This is pretty much the only powder that I used and I've used for the last decade. And I ain't changing. I don't care what the girls is using. This is what I like. For this everyday like face, we have just like a couple more things. I like to put a little blush on and then mascara, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to use this Merit Beauty blush, and I'm just going to use this like e.l.f. tapered blush brush to like deposit that on my cheeks. And I'm not like a super blush girl. I don't need too much, but I do like a little flush. And I like to bring my blush here because I'm not a bronzer girl. I want to get into bronzing. I don't think that I do it right. And I never like, I feel like my face always looks muddy. I need to practice, which is crazy because like I said, I used to bronze. So I have some Hoola, Benefit Cosmetics. Yeah, I remember that. Throw black. Like I have some down there, but I don't use it because I can't remember how to do it appropriately. Like I'd be looking muddy and crazy. Anyway, so a little bit of this Merit Beauty blush in Caprice. It's like a blush balm. And then I like to go over that with my #1 favorite tried and true blush. I also bought this in the travel size because I've also had this forever. When you don't wear a lot of makeup, like for me at least, it don't make sense to buy full. Like look at this. I've had this forever and I haven't even hit pan on it, and it's just a little travel one. But anyway, it's NARS Orgasm, which is also a throwback, which is also a blush that I've literally been wearing for over a decade. As you can tell, I'm a creature of habit. Like I'm a creature of habit when it comes to stuff like that. I'm not easily influenced as it relates to like makeup and beauty products. Skincare, you may be able to get me sometimes, but I'm also very like loyal to the things that I like as it relates to skincare, because a lot of these products I have been using for years. That NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, that has been my concealer for a decade. So the Tucci Clot is new because they sent it to me in PR, and you know, they may not know what they're doing when it comes to blushes over there at St. Laurent. That's shade ENT, but baby, they get the concealer, they get it right. Last up in our makeup routine is going to be my mascara. I prime my mascara with this Lancome booster, and then I'm going to use this St. Laurent mascara. I also really like the Lancome. Hold on, I'll show you. I switch between this St. Laurent. This is called the Lash Clash. I really like this. But right now, my favorite is the Lancome. What is this called? I don't know the name or nothing. Oh, Lash Idol. The Lancome Lash Idol. I switch between the two, but today we're going to use the St. Laurent. But I always use this lash booster because I don't have lashes either. I don't have brows. I don't have lashes. I don't have edges. I don't have no hair in the middle of my head. I don't have hair nowhere but on my ass, which we don't want. So... was that TMI? Listen, the older I get, the less couth I have, okay? But at least we can get rid of the hair on our ass, you know what I'm saying? Just go get it waxed, shave it off, use a little bit of Nair, whatever your hair removal of choice is. I do it all, depending on what I got going on. This is taking a turn, huh? So now that we have our lashes primed, I'm just going to go in and add a little bit of mascara on the top of it. Not too much, because I don't want it too hard to take off when it's time to wash my face. Okay? One thing about this mascara, it lasts. And this ain't even a waterproof one. I have a waterproof one down there too. That don't move. I don't even use that. I don't have time to fight with that. Anyway, I always get PR from Lancome. I get PR from St. Laurent Beauty. I get PR from Kiehl's. Those are my three like main companies that I get PR from. Mainly because I typically say no. I just don't want a whole bunch of stuff in my apartment. But yeah, so this is the makeup. I'm gonna pull out a lip. We'll do a lip and then we'll be done. And now it's time for a lippy. I don't have like a huge lip collection, so I just keep what I have in this Kiehl's bag. My tried and true red. I think I'm gonna do a red lip because I'm about to take like just a front facing photo for my friend to use. Red is sort of my signature, so I'm going to do a red. I love the Uncensored by Fenty Beauty, the Stunner lip paint. Where is my Ruby Woo? Because that's my OG #1 tried and true, and that's what I think I want to wear. But my other red that I really like is the Stila Stay All Day in Fiery, and then Ruby Woo. Those are probably my 3 like red, like those are my reds. Should I just do Fiery? Because I don't know where Ruby Woo is right now. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think it's in my purse because I took it to Miami with me. So this is Fiery. Yeah, we'll do Fiery by Stila, and it's the Stay All Day formula. And I'm not typically a line my lips girl with my red, so I go for like a blue red because it just works so well with my skin tone, and I don't need to line. And I love that for me. Flick of the wrist. Flick of the wrist, period. Anyway, this is my face. I'm going to take my hair down now and fix that. Oh, maybe I should put some earrings in my ear, right? Just going to put these little studs on. Fix my hair. I'm going to use this wax stick to just, you know, do a little something to my edges. I'm not a huge like edge control person. My edges don't necessarily need to be slicked, if you know what I'm saying. But we're just gonna tame them a little bit like that. You won't see the back of my hair in the photo that I'm taking, so I'm not gonna too much worry about that. I'm gonna pull my curls to the front because you won't see the back of my head. Should I do behind the ear? I think I'll do behind the ear. I put a few curls in my hair before I started doing my makeup, and this is it. And I'm just going to strike a pose for the photo. Here's a closer look at the makeup. Again, a super simple, light face, light coverage, and I love it. So there is my everyday, because I don't do this every day, but there is my everyday makeup routine. I feel like it looks a little yellow because I'm in my bathroom and the bathroom lighting is a little yellow, but it's not. I promise it's not. Look at the pictures on my Instagram. Am I gonna post them on my Instagram? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to head out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.